Okay, let's take a look at the configuration for our change data capture pipeline. This was the pipeline we just showed that's designed to be continuously streaming. We called out that it had a certain type of origin, this MySQL bin log origin. And before we get into the actual configuration of it, let's call out the other types of change data capture origins we have as well. We've got it for Postgres, SQL Server, MySQL, of course, and we've got it for Oracle as well. The equivalent in the non-relational world is Mongo oplog, which is also a change data capture origin as well. So with these options in mind with StreamSets, we went ahead and used MySQL for this demonstration, and now we can take a look at some of the options for this origin, the configuration for it. So let's take a look at the main things. Similar to the JDBC multi-table in our original pipeline, we need to upload the jar for it. So just a quick recap. To do that, come up to Package Manager, go down to External Libraries here in the lower left, hit Upload, choose the MySQL bin log in this case, and then browse to your appropriate jar. Let's go back to the pipeline. There's a couple of things about this origin that should be of interest, I think, and that is mainly the advanced. You can choose which tables are going to be interesting to you. So we're gonna watch all the tables in Killer Movies, and we're going to ignore none. Now, in some more real-world scenarios, what I have found is that people that are implementing StreamSets are only interested in a subset of tables rather than all the tables from a particular database. So here is how you could configure the ability to filter. And then, of course, the other things are such as credentials. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. As far as any sort of configuration for MySQL or others, we have quite extensive documentation. So you can click the Help button here, or in the repo from which you should actually be learning about this screencast. I've set up a wiki page, so if you click wiki up here and you configure MySQL, it shows a couple of different ways on how you can configure it for example, running on OS X or running in AWS. So hopefully that helps. The rest of it is all pretty similar in the original pipeline. We're processing accordingly and landing in the appropriate Cassandra table. So I just encourage you to take a look on that on your own. And but do let me know if there's any comments or questions, and hopefully this helps. Finally, one last word. Now, on this particular pipeline and also in our data model design for Cassandra, we decided to record an entire history of mutations. So you can see this in the Cassandra configuration when we have this created at field and the operation type. The operation type comes into play especially on a pipeline that has a CDC origin. What StreamSets does is converts all types of mutations to a certain type. So for example, an operation type of 2 is a delete, an operation type of 3 is an update, and you can choose what you want to do with these types of operations based on your particular needs. So for example, you might wish to record a running tally of all the mutations. In other words, make logical updates. And that's what this pipeline does. It records everything. On another hand, on a different use case, you might actually want to perform physical deletes on your Cassandra side. So if you know an incoming operation type is 2, you can make that take that appropriate action accordingly in Cassandra. Or similarly to updates, if rather than creating a new row in Cassandra, you want to actually update the row itself. Again, you can choose to take that type of action based on your particular needs. There's nothing in StreamSets that prevents you from doing any of that. I just needed to choose a particular way on demonstration. So we chose the historical route, and therefore we're having a created at an operation type as clustering keys to all of our table. All right, hopefully this helps. And again, in the tutorial itself, I describe some more about the different options that you might have, as well as resources and yeah, maybe even some ideas for improving some of these pipelines. So if you've got some ideas, let me know. And hopefully these 4 screencasts help. Take care and good luck.